Canada PR Update 2025, Big Shift in IRCC Plans. What if your path to Canadian permanent residency suddenly changed, not because your application was denied, but because the entire system changed the rules of the game? Stay with us, because your future in Canada might depend on what's happening right now. Hello everyone, welcome to Travel Tree. Today we're diving into an update from Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, the department that handles Canada's immigration programs, and how the picture for Canadian permanent residency, PR, is shifting in 2025. If you're waiting on a PR application, planning to apply soon, or helping a family member settle in Canada, this matters. The government has just revealed which PR streams it intends to process this year, and which ones will likely remain in long wait zones. In simple terms, some programs are getting full attention, while others are being set aside. That means you'll want to know exactly where your application stands, and whether you need a new plan. Let's break it down. What's changing? The big picture. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, has published its Transition Binder, an internal guidance for 2025, showing which streams will likely see their entire inventory of applications processed this year, and which ones will see only a portion cleared. Here are the key takeaways. Some major PR programs, including the key federal high-skill immigration paths such as the Canadian Experience Class, CEC, and the Federal Skilled Worker Program, FSWP, are expected to have their full inventory processed in 2025. In contrast, other streams, especially those aimed at business immigration, caregiver programs, or certain provincial nominee pathways, PNP-based streams, will only see a fraction of their applications processed this year. That means if your application is in one of those high-priority streams, you may see significant progress in 2025. If it's in a lower priority stream, you might have to wait much longer. Why this matters for applicants? When an application is in a stream that the government intends to clear, it often means better predictability, faster decisions, and potentially fewer surprises. Conversely, being in a stream that's lower priority could mean extended waits, higher uncertainty, and more risk of delays. Here's what it means practically. Faster movement. If your stream is one of those flagged for full clearance, you may finally see your file move, and a decision within a reasonable timeframe. Greater uncertainty. If your stream is only being partially processed, that backlog may grow, decisions may stretch, and you might need to consider alternative pathways or interim plans. Strategy matters. Knowing which stream you're in can help you make informed decisions. Should you apply now, switch to a different stream, or hold off? Which streams are being cleared this year? According to the IRCC published Transition Binder, the following programs are expected to have their full inventory processed in 2025. Canadian Experience Class, CEC. Federal Skilled Worker Program, FSWP. Federal Skilled Trades Program, FSTP. Enhanced PNP streams, those aligned with Express Entry. Community Pilots, Rural/Remote Immigration Programs. Provincial Quebec Skilled Worker Paths, e.g., Quebec Skilled Worker, Quebec Experience Class. If your application falls under one of these, your chances of being processed in 2025 are strong. Which streams face longer waits or partial processing? Meanwhile, the following programs have been identified as receiving only partial processing in 2025. Base PNP streams, those not aligned with Express Entry, only about 35% of inventory planned for processing. Atlantic Immigration Program, AIP, around 1/3 of its inventory. Business immigration streams, Quebec Business, Startup Visa, only a very small number of applications processed. Federal economic pilot streams such as caregiver immigration, agri-food, etc., very low percentage of inventory. Hence, if your application is in one of those lower priority streams, prepare for delays and uncertainty. What should you do if you're an applicant or planning to apply? 1. Check which stream you are in. Find out whether your application is under a high-priority clearance stream or a slower lane. That will guide your expectations. 2. Clarify eligibility and timing. If you're planning to apply, picking a stream that is likely to see faster processing could improve your timeline. 3. Consider alternatives. If you're in a stream with known delays, explore whether you can shift to a different stream, where eligible, or consider interim options, work permit, study permit, smaller PNP, etc. 4. Stay updated. Keep tabs on IRCC's official updates, transition binder releases, and inventory/processing time data. The immigration landscape is evolving. 5. Work with a professional. Especially if you're in a complex case, business class, caregiver, startup visa, getting guidance from a licensed consultant or immigration lawyer can help you navigate the slower-moving programs and explore other options. What lies ahead, 2025 and beyond? Here are some of the broader trends and possible shifts to keep in mind. Because IRCC aims to clear entire inventories for some key streams, we may see improvement in processing times and clearer pathways for those applicants. For slower streams, delays may become longer, and applicants may face backlog growth, more waiting, and higher uncertainty. The department's capacity, resources, and priorities are being reallocated, so what used to be normal wait times may no longer apply. Applicants who plan strategically now may see significant benefit, while those who are passive or unaware of these shifts risk being caught in long queues. If you're aiming for Canadian permanent residency in 2025, now is the moment to get sharp about your pathway. IRCC has clearly outlined which programs will likely be processed fully this year, and which ones will be hanging in limbo. For applicants in the high-priority streams like Express Entry, the Canadian Experience Class, and enhanced PNPs, there is cause for optimism. For those in slower lanes, the message is clear: expect delays, explore alternatives, and plan proactively. Travel Tree will continue to follow this story closely as more details emerge and as the backlog shifts. Your Canadian journey may hinge not just on your eligibility, but also on how the system is prioritizing your stream. Make sure you know where you stand. Thank you for joining Travel Tree. We'll keep you updated on Canada immigration developments so you can chart your path with confidence.